Not the worst hand. If it's Draco Tail, it's... That's what I was afraid it would be. I just need to hope they don't have a lot of engine. Otherwise, my hand... Like, my hand... I cannot allow them to play the game in the mirror. If they don't have a normal summonable name, or like special summonable name, whatever, like level 1 monster. Oh, a Croaky. That's bad for me. That means I lose. That means I lose, or it means they misclicked the wrong field spell and I can win, but that's unlikely, I guess. Okay, they misclicked the wrong field spell. What is up, duelists, and welcome to a Master Duel video. Yummy, a very powerful deck that's already proven to be top tier in TCG and OCG, has been added to Master Duel, and so I sat down, tried a little bit of the deck over on my stream at twitch.tv/Joshua Schmidt yugioh. Link to that is going to be in the description below if you want to check me out live in future streams. But for now, hope you enjoy the Yummy video. Let me know what you've been thinking of the deck so far in Master Duel, and yeah, have fun with the video. So pure Yummy, basically, of course, in Master Duel, I feel like you have to play the Sky Striker cards. It's not really a huge debate whether you should play the Sky Striker cards or not. Most people are playing them in the TCG. I personally didn't like them as much because they demand extra deck space. They don't synergize super well with Purge. If you draw Engage and Drones, you don't have a target for Engage and it's a dead card. They are by far the worst starter into Maxi. However, because Pot of Prosperity, Obedience, Schooled are banned, and Marshmallow is at 2, quite frankly, Pure Yummy just doesn't have enough starters without Sky Striker cards. So I'm playing some amount of the Sky Strikers. I don't want to play too many because I want to minimize the chances of drawing Engage plus Hornet Drones, but yeah. Here's the thing, I'm aware that you can play a lot of crazy shit in this extra deck. I'm aware you can summon Cupid Pitch to make Savage Dragon, and you can play Baron the Fleur so that on the opponent's turn, after you've negated with Savage, you can make Baron with it. And for the Cupid Pitch search target, you can also, you can search Marshmallow with Cupid Pitch. You can also play Nemesis Corridor to make Colossus. Like, all of that is possible, all right? I don't want to play it like that. I really don't want to. Like, I can see maybe playing Cupid Pitch because it searches Marshmallow for free. So, like, I don't know. It's just gonna make the deck worse into Fuba and Max C because I'm gonna lack other extra deck options that I'm cutting for those cards. So for now, I just want to play pure Yummy, all right? Leave me alone with those cards. This deck is just very efficient, and we're hopefully going to be able to see that today. You have a lot of one-card starters. You have a lot of room for non-engine. You have synergy with Dominus Purge. So basically, the non-engine I'm choosing to run, Imperm, Purge, Ash, Fuva, Maxi, self-explanatory. We are using Ghost Bell at 2 right now because I wanted to play 1 copy of Nib and 1 copy of Veiler for Crossout. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Otherwise, I would be playing 3 Bells. So yeah, I'm gonna try to showcase the playstyle of the deck a little bit. I've played it a lot in TCG, so it should be fine. Okay, since I have an out to Maxi or Fuva, this is a situation where I could consider chain blocking my Cupsy from Ash and playing around it that way. So I'll summon it, I'll not use it. I'll Ash the Fuva. Not get Maxied in response. That would have been... I know that would have been a classic in terms of, you know, but... Okay, so the way you chain block an Ash Blossom with your Cupsy is the following, right? So we're going to activate Minion now, bringing back the Cupsy. See if they have a response to that. And if there's no response, I'm going to chain Snatchy to make a level 2 synchro. And then I'm going to put Cupsy main deck Chainlink 1. Which leaves it open to Imperm. Which I could have played around as well by summoning another Snatchy or Linkaribo and committing another body. Could have done that here as well. But I want to go step by step in my explanation. We can also play around Ash and Imperm at the same time. Using Disruption on the field is a waste. Not always, but like it can be. It's basically a gamble. If your hand is really bad, it's okay to hand trap the first thing you see against Yami and just hope they only have one starter. It's just not likely to work in your favor, basically. Oh, another advantage of doing this is against Droll and Lockbird, you're resolving both of your searches at the same time. So Droll is basically useless if you do this. And play right into Nib. If you think I played into Nib right now, then you don't know a lot about Yami. So I don't know why you say that. I'm completely fine if I get Nib here. Because summoning 5 times does not equal, oh, you've played into Nib. Not how that works, really. As you will find out in a moment. Oh no, I played into Nib! How will I ever recover from this? I walked right into second Nib though. Okay. Can still make Herald of the Arclight this turn if I want to. Not sure. They might have Bell, but Bell is really bad here. Bell is hand looping yourself here, by the way. Because if you Bell, yeah, that's. Oh no! The Nibiru! Would be a control deck. There's nothing to control if you can't out a set Ash Blossom, bro. This Droll, it's annoying, this Droll. It's not like the end of the world, but it's annoying. Why not activate Hornet? I want to set it to have a chance to survive. What do you do if Minion gets banished? Marshmallow can get it back. Wait, I did need the body from Hornet Drones. Oh no, wait. Sprite Elf bails me out. Never mind. What? No, Sprite Elf is insane here. Bosu! Alright, sure, dude. Out of here. The #1 objective against Mitsurugi is just survive. It's interesting that the Habakiri gets banished, but the Herald goes to grave in this interaction. That feels incorrect. Oh no, it's because Herald is from field, of course, yeah. And it wouldn't get banished anyways. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'll draw. I should have... They added Saji. Okay. I think I just want to imperm Murakumo. As you can maybe see, the deck is a lot about like quick synchroing on the opponent's turn and then tagging out into the little guys with the bonus effects and trying to hit the right timing on when to get out which one. The reason I discarded Lollipo right now and I'm bringing it back right here is if they tribute Kusanagi from deck now. Oh, they're summoning from deck. Never mind. That's fine too. But yeah, Lollipo is a graveyard banish here, so I'm gonna banish Wosu now, I guess. But That's an unfortunate hard draw prayers. If I activate a Croaky now, I can't bell the Murakumo. You have to bell. But if I bell, I die. Because they can go Habakiri, because they haven't done that yet. They can go Habakiri, Tribute Kusanagi. Kusanagi, add back Ritual. Ritual from hand. That's a lot of... Because my life points are very low. And all I have is a Horn. I guess maybe the Hornet Drones makes me survive. Is Purulia good against Yummy? It's okay. It'll be okay. Absolutely is okay. I called by this. I have to deal with Murakumo. I think I can. I think getting surprise is better for me here. I think Murakumo is something I can handle. I hope they use Murakumo effect to wipe right now. It's a terrible time to wipe with Murakumo because it doesn't actually kill a body. Because I have a Croaky up and a Croaky will replace my Cupsy. Getting surprise into rotation is so important for this deck. I mean, they have to wipe now because later on it's not gonna... They can't resummon Murakumo this turn, but... This doesn't do anything. I'm just not sure if we can go for a game against these big monsters. I guess I could bounce 2 with surprise. Gonna Snatchy replace the field spell. Activate minion. Revive. Doesn't really matter. Dude, my timer is kinda low. Bring back Marshmallow. Marshmallow effect. Add back surprise. Activate surprise. Target this. And this. Target this. And this. Ain't Snatchy to quick synchro. Because the targets for surprise don't need to stay there. Quick synchro in Upsy. Get rid of these. Search 2. One. I don't have time to run through all the calculations. I hope it's game. Oh god. Run! Go, 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 go! Kill Haba first, miss damage. No, they attribute Saji instead. I can't kill it first. Oh. Not the worst hand. If it's Draco Tail, it's okay. That's what I was afraid it would be. I just need to hope they don't have a lot of engine. Otherwise, my hand, I cannot allow them to play the game in the mirror with this hand. Yeah, that's a bad start. But alone, it doesn't do it. I have to build a field spell and then see how it goes. If they don't have a normal summonable name, or like special summonable name, whatever, like level 1 monster. Oh, a Croaky. That's bad for me. That means I lose. That means I lose, or it means they misclicked the wrong field spell and I can win, but that's unlikely, I guess. Okay, they misclicked the wrong field spell. Come on, man. The little pause is so perfect as well. The little like, oh, hold up. Come on. The wrong one. How many do we have? Just 2. A decent called by. I'm chaining Surprise instead of Ghost Bell because if their set is Yummy Surprise, it really shouldn't be Yummy Surprise. But just in case it is, I would have exploded if I chained Ghost Bell on that. It shouldn't be Surprise because if they had Surprise, they could have comboed on turn 1. It really shouldn't be Surprise. I don't know, it probably is Imperm, but just to be safe. If I overwrite my minion, I'm probably not going for game this turn. Realistically, I don't have to go for game this turn, because if I establish a board and they have 1 card in hand, I probably win. So I think I'll play it safe and overwrite the field spell. I could theoretically re-add it later. It is possible. I could recycle it back and then use Capsi to search it. Theoretically possible. Surprise can also get the field spell back, yeah. Oh, it's Purge. Okay. Okay, now the only thing to consider is Nib, but should be okay. And we make a board, go to combat, then surprise the field swap? Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. And this, I can even incorporate Arclight into it. So if they have Nib, which they have some response window, if they have Nib, they'd have to do it now, which is gonna trigger my Akroki to summon from deck. So this Nib is virtually basically an extender for me. Because this is just gonna become Link Spider. This summons one from deck now, and we'll make the Nib small. Link Spider here. Summon back 2, which I don't think matters which ones. I'll just get these 2 because they're a little bigger than the others. Special this. Return a field spell from grave to hand and place a field spell. Okay, so this should work. Activate. Return minion. And then place minion. Everything massive. And that is more than enough. So realistically, if they pick the right field spell there, I still win because they didn't have an extender and I had a bell that I didn't need until the end of the game. So I would have won that regardless. But I guess one thing that's worth pointing out with Yummy, genuinely, not to make fun of them, there are a couple things that look very similar in this deck. And sometimes, like, I found myself grabbing the wrong synchro first between Lollipo and Cupsy, because 99% of the time you want to summon Cupsy Yumiway as the first synchro, and that's very bad if you make Lollipo instead. And then as well with, I guess with the 2 field spells, you got to make sure you pick the right one when you're resolving Snatchy. Also, good point. They had Called by the Grave. I would have been destroyed if they went for minion. I bell it. They called by. I get cooked. Yeah, no, you're right. I get cooked there if they play it properly. But okay. Well, resume of the first day of Yummy release in Master Duel. I've only played pure Yummy because that is the version of the deck that I find the most balanced and the most fun. I don't know, balanced equals fun to me most of the time. Like, I don't really get that much enjoyment out of playing like Mitsu Yummy or Sulfa Court Yummy that are just like higher ceiling, more powerful, which I understand they might be better in certain situations. I just don't enjoy them very much. And I think I've already struggled enough with Maxi and Fuwalos today to the point where, like, I don't really know if I want to add more combo to this deck. Similar to how I've been enjoying pure Draco Tail way more than any sort of like Magistus Draco Tail ever, right? In terms of the list, I think it's relatively standard for pure Draco, for pure Yummy. You can play a 3rd engage if you want to have more starters. The Veiler doesn't feel great at the moment. It's good against Draco Tail and decent against Malice that's still running around. But in the Yummy mirror match, Veiler and Imperm are both relatively mediocre. If you run into a lot of Yummy and you want to make your deck better against the Yummy deck in particular, I would suggest you play some amount of board breakers like Talons, Droplet. The best card going second against pure Yummy realistically is Dark Ruler No More. The problem is it's best of 1 in Master Duel. It's really hard to justify playing Dark Ruler No More, especially in a Fuwalos Maxi environment. Like, when you go first and you have Dark Ruler and your opponent Max sees you, it's gonna feel really bad to have a card in your hand that doesn't do anything and just watch your opponent kill you. At least cards like Balance or Droplet would at least work going first, but they help a lot when you're going second in some matchups. I mean, also against Draco Tail, like Droplet is pretty good against Draco Tail if you play, if you have like Activate Engage or Piri Rise map and then they flame it and you send it for Droplet. That's pretty good. So those are some options if you want to make the deck even better in the mirror match. Then you can cut cards like Imperm and Veiler. Nibiru is a one-off for crossout that I'd like. I think Nibiru is a really good card against Yummy, even though if your opponent is playing it properly, it shouldn't always end their turn because you have ways to play around Nibiru and then still make a board after by making Link Spider and holding like a name in your hand and stuff like that. But it should realistically prevent Herald of the Arclight basically every time. So if your deck really cares about Herald of the Arclight, like Draco Tail, I suggest you play 3 Nibirus. And if you play against Yummy with Draco Tail, actually, if you want to make sure that they don't end on Herald of the Arclight, what you can do is instead of Nibiruing them before they summon Arclight, you can just Nibiru them after they summon Arclight, which means they're going to be forced to negate with the Herald. And since Herald is limited, they cannot make another one. So your Draco Tail cards are then fine to resolve and go into the graveyard. So Nibiru is pretty strong against Yummy. Maxi and Fuva are pretty good against Yummy. As you saw today, Bell can be really good against Yummy as well. Ash, Imperm, Purge and stuff can be solid. The cards you can Ash in this deck, you can Ash Cupsy. Hopefully they won't have access to Yummy Surprise then. Or if you notice that they don't have a lot of Yummy names in rotation, I think Ashing Cupsy Yummy Way can also be good. But that is really risky because if you Ash Cupsy Yummy Way and they already have a Cupsy in hand, that's a big punish. But yeah. In terms of power level, I think this deck is pretty solid. I think it's just less enjoyable for me personally as like a pure deck because I've played so much Draco Tail, which is kind of like the same, like lower ceiling, but consistent, a lot of non-engine, like not bad into Fuva and Max C. And this deck is much worse into Fuva and Max C. Fuva, not so much. Like Fuva, honestly, Fuva is okay for Yummy. Like being hit with a Fuva, all right, well, I guess I won't do my full combo, but I can still make Link 1, revive 1 from the grave, summon 1 down from hand, pass turn, and then on the opponent's turn, you know, quick synchro into everything. Like against Fuwa, you're fine. You can give one draw and make a really solid board. Sometimes you give 2 draws and make cup C to get more names in rotation. Yeah, that's the first day of Yummy, I guess. We're gonna experiment more with it in the future. Realistically, right now, my statement is a good deck, strong deck, and if you like it, you can definitely go ahead and play it. It might even be, in some version, the best deck in the game right now. For me personally, if I were to play like a Duelist Cup right now, I'd be playing Draco Tail, because a lot of the problems that I had with Master Duel when I took a break after Worlds with full power Malice format, a lot of the problems in the game are still here. They have nothing to do with Yummy. The only reason why Master Duel felt better for me to play was because Draco Tail was an option, and Draco Tail is still an option, so I'd be playing that to just avoid the whole Max C, Fuwa, Droll minigame situation. I would just be playing Draco Tail, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah.